What's up, guys? Brandon here again with my personal favorite trick jump that I have discovered in Ziggurat. This room is going to be the first place that we're going to look at it. So these torches here, as everyone knows, or as anyone who has tried, you cannot jump on top of this torch. I'm holding forward, I'm jumping, it just doesn't work. If you've seen my other videos, you know that there is a trick jump that I have codenamed a double jump. Or if you jump and then you jump again in the air, you can utilize the rounded corners of the torch to get on top of them. You kind of saw, there you go, I'm getting a little bit of extra oomph off of it. Go find that video if you haven't seen it yet, or watch this one. I don't care, just have a good time. Man, that's great. So you can double jump off this torch, but it's really tricky to get on top of it. It's really hard to get over the torch. You can kind of jump past it with a double jump, but wouldn't it be wonderful if we could stand on top of that torch? Whoa, we can. Look at that, I jumped clear over it. Jumping right over the torch. Now I'm on top of it. Now I'm on top of that one. Well, no, I'm not, because I'm too fast for my own good. Too fast and too furious. But I'm not very furious. So, how does this work? What is going on here? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. You'll notice I'm jumping off of stairs. If I were to walk up to the top and then jump, still the same thing. It's not like you are higher off the ground. I know that this does jut up a little bit, but standing on that and jumping doesn't give you the height necessary. Like you can see, I'm not dropping or increasing my height there. There is sort of a weird ledge there that I'll talk about in a second, but that's what it's all about. If you the more simple version of this, and the way I discovered it, is if you run up a set of stairs and you jump. If you jump at the bottom and then you get to the top, you kind of get a little extra jump. Anybody who's played as much of this game as I have will probably recognize immediately, hey, wait a minute, that jump's going a little higher. It's a lot easier to notice when you sprint. You can see that. I jumped really high. I accidentally once discovered if you do it along what I've called the railing, it goes even higher. As you can see, you can get all the way up there. I call this a long jump, which is not really a great name for it. If anybody has a better name, feel free to call it what you will. I call it a long jump, even though you also get a lot of upward momentum, and it works as such. Let's get into some details now. So the way that I believe the game engine codes a jump is that when you obviously your unit, your guy, your class has three coordinates: X, Y, and Z. And, you know, you don't have to, I'm not going to get into mathematics too much. Don't worry, guys. This is not a flashback to high school algebra. But as you jump, pressing the space bar, or if you're playing on Xbox or PS4, I don't actually know what the buttons are for a jump there. When you press your jump button, the game is saying, all right, increase your Y coordinate. Move upwards on the Y axis. Simple enough. Conversely, I guess not conversely, but on a separate note entirely, as you walk upstairs, the same thing is happening. As you're moving up, your Y coordinate is increasing until you get to the top, and then it stops increasing. However, when you move up the stairs, your distance relative to the ground is not changing, because the ground's Y coordinate is also changing. So as you move up, the ground also moves up. Now let's shove those two together and see how they work together. When you press the jump button, I believe, since it's timed, you can see you can jump for that long. Press jump and you're in the air that long. You can do small little jumps. You can do slightly taller jumps. There's not a huge range. You can see my pointer's going almost to this stair right there. I'm going to start it right here. It's getting right up to the top of that if I hold spacebar as long as possible. And then if I just tap it, it's not even getting to the top of that step. So the point is, the game says you're going to jump for this much time. The reason I think this jump works, and this is all speculation on my part, I believe that the game codes until you are a certain distance from the ground, continue increasing your Y-axis. That is important because when you run up the stairs, your Y-axis is increasing, but you're not changing your distance from the ground. If you combine that with pressing the jump button or key, when you get to the top, your jump will finish. I think that it codes the stair increase first, and then your jump will finish at the top. and it's almost like a momentum increase. It takes both of those, both your jump and the stair distance, which, you know, if you stack them on top of each other is going to look like that, and instead of being this, it says, whoa man, you are accelerating way faster, and it gives you this, gives you that much space to jump. So combining those together, it does that, and you can jump that far. It's really useful, especially in rooms like Scavenge or with particular enemies that you just want to be able to maneuver around. It's very, very helpful. The way to do it is very easy. You just jump as you move into a slope. It's as easy as that. You saw, like, this is the earliest you can do it. You jump and then keep moving forward. Or you jump right before. It doesn't matter. Just jump as you move up the slope. You can even jump at the top and still get a good increase in height. Again, if you sprint, the effect is much more noticeable. And to that point, we're going to walk into this room, and if someone saw my other video, you probably know what I'm going to try to do here. You see these pillars, you're probably looking at them thinking, oh man, wouldn't it be great if I was that tall? If I could just stand up there. Well, you can be. It's a tricky thing to do, even for someone who is as well practiced in these jumps as I am, but it is possible. As you can see, I'm jumping over them sometimes. Oh, Jules, why are you so fast? Right over, that's fine. But there's your proof of concept, folks. There we go. We're on top of this pillar. Here's your proof of concept. You can jump to places that you probably never even imagined you could access in this game. And this jump, combined with double jumping and triple jumping and wall jumping, is my mission. My goal for this game is to get outside the level. Get outside of the geometry and see what happens, which I think will be very nifty and very interesting. There's one room that I need to try it on, but I need the right combination of perks when I get there, and I need that room to spawn. But here is your long jump tutorial. That's how you do it. That's how I figured it out. I know a couple people have mentioned that they know how to do this already, but for those of you who don't know, hopefully you find this helpful. Check me out at twitch.tv/0000100 and click around on my YouTube channel. There's a couple other Ziggurat videos on here, and I plan to make more. If there's more stuff going on up here, there's stuff you can do. So have a good one, guys, and go give that Examiner Cepheus what for me. And we'll see you guys later.